Welcome back to the Bearcat Den. Wow, it's been a while.
This feels weird. It's been a while. So much has happened. It's been over a month.
Over
I
a
think it's
month?
been like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
5-6 weeks. Yeah.
Yep. And we're back.
Yep. The whole NFL playoffs basically is
Pretty
over,
much,
except for
yeah, 'cause-
one game left.
Yeah, because we left during wild card,
I think we left before. I think we left,
like last regular season, right?
yeah, like
Oh,
before the
Lord.
last regular season week.
Oh Lord.
So
Oh,
the
Lord.
whole playoffs has happened,
That's
and it's been entertaining to
it's
watch.
been very entertaining.
Of
So
course.
if you haven't heard, for Super Bowl 60, it's the Patriots versus the Seahawks,
Mhm.
which completely wrong over here. My
Mhm.
Super Bowl prediction was gone. I was thinking Bills, and we're not even gonna get into that. Okay, like I'm still upset about that whole
Mhm.
game, but the Patriots and the Seahawks.
Yeah. This is
See-
going to be a little bit different because normally we talk about the Jets and the Giants, and
Yeah.
obviously they're nowhere near the
Nope.
playoffs. So these are two very good teams.
Yes.
Watching them throughout the playoffs, I think the Patriots are a little. I mean, as a Jets fan, it's so difficult to watch the Patriots be good again. But as much as I want to kind of pile on to what I've heard about the Patriots, everyone's saying that they've had such an easy schedule and the teams
their
they've
final,
Yeah.
the final, not the finals. With their playoffs, they
Their
faced
playoff schedule, yeah.
injured players.
Yeah.
Like for perfect
But-
example is Broncos. They
Yeah.
had their backup quarterback
yeah.
because
So
quarterback got injured with
Yeah.
the Bills overtime.
So yeah, everyone's kind of been piling on, saying how easy it's been, which I've kind of been surprised that I've thought this. I'm actually very impressed with the Patriots and
Really?
yeah, and Drake May and Mike Vrabel and the coaching and the defense, especially the playoffs. I think the regular season, Drake May kind of was the lead guy leading them to wins. And now in the playoffs, it's kind of switched where maybe it's his first time in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a little bit of nerves with Drake May, but the defense has really stepped up.
Yeah.
So I think they're a complete team, but I think the best team start to finish all year has been the Seahawks. I think it has
Yeah.
been.
So Seahawks is favored to win.
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like everybody wants Seahawks to win. I literally learned that if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, they will have the most Super Bowl wins
Yep.
in the NFL franchise. They have already the most appearance.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wow. But the Bronco and the Patriots game was 10-7. My personal opinion, I watched that game.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote that game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Seahawks game was so much better.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, I understand low scoring games are good, but there was just so much that throughout.
yeah, it
that
really
game.
it really felt like in the Patriots Broncos game, it was half a game because
Yes.
the second half was like a blizzard and the game was over. Like
Yeah,
by the time the weather really affected the game, it was
Like,
whoever was
that was
winning.
after half.
Yeah, whoever was winning was gonna win. Like no one could move the ball. It was basically
No, it was tied going into half. So
yeah, and then the beginning of the second half, it wasn't as bad. The snow was kind of starting to fall.
yeah, it was
then-
it was the fourth quarter where it
Yeah.
was.
And then there was nothing anyone could do in the fourth quarter. So
Yeah, I was unable to see outside my own house window.
Yeah.
I don't know how they could see a football.
yeah, I mean, if you looked on the TV, the yardage lines you couldn't even see where the
they
ball
had to
was.
like bring out the leaf blower so they could see the yard lines.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The game was over by the time it was a blizzard.
Yeah.
So I mean, props to the Patriots for getting that lead. I mean, I know there were a lot of questions about
they were
the Broncos
yeah.
not kicking a field goal in the first half to go up 10-0. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it.
well. There was only one successful kick at the whole game,
Yeah.
and that was crazy to me.
Mhm.
I'm like, weather conditions play such a big role.
Yeah.
And I know like kickers are technically trained or know like, okay, if it's this, the wind's blowing this way, I gotta kick the ball like a little this way. I was surprised we didn't get more field goals. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more field goals, less of touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, there were only 2 touchdowns really, and
Yep.
the Patriots they scored 10 points, but they barely moved the ball. Like
Yeah,
their
it was
one touchdown drive was because they started in such good field position because of the fumble.
Yeah, and then
Quarterback fumbled.
and then May just ran.
Yep.
That's pretty much that was
pretty
one.
much the whole
And
game.
then Broncos did early on first
Yeah.
quarter.
All the scoring was done when the weather was not so bad. So
Yeah. My
Did-
personal opinions, Seahawks and Rams were really good.
that game was good.
Yeah, the score was 31-27.
good.
It was a nail biter.
Mm-hmm.
because of how this like was going. Like I was like, are the Rams are gonna go back? It's been a minute since we had the Rams in the Super
Mhm.
Bowl, and I'm like, wait. I'm like, when was the last time the Seahawks was in it? And I was like really thinking, I'm like, I don't think they're one of the teams without a Super Bowl appearance. I know they probably have one in their
Yeah,
franchise.
they won back in 2013.
Yeah, so I'm like, I know they probably have it, but I'm like, it's been a while. So I'm like, okay, let's go for the underdogs because everybody was going Rams that game. So I was like, okay, let's see. And I'm like, oh. Like within the first quarter, so the Seattle did so much damage.
Mhm.
Like they took advantage. They scored. It was a kickoff, what? Like kickoff homer? Touchdown? Like he literally caught the ball, ran straight. There you
Mhm.
go. And that was first possession, first kick and everything of the quarter. I'm like, oh shit. Like you knew this was gonna
The
get
Seahawks,
good.
yeah, all throughout the playoffs, they looked really good. Like
Yeah.
they had that opening big
Yeah.
touchdown earlier, and then against the Rams, I mean, their quarterback Sam Darnold just played probably his best ever game and his
Yeah.
biggest ever game. So, as a Jets fan, seeing him do well is happy. It makes me happy.
I'm
I
just
think it just proves that it's almost impossible to succeed as a quarterback in
yeah.
the
And
Jets.
Jets.
But yeah, I
Right.
think this will be a really good game. I know it's a popular opinion that the Seahawks are so much better and they're gonna
I feel
beat the
but right
Patriots by a
now,
lot, but I think it'll be a good game.
yeah, right now, Patriots they have the best road record for
Yeah,
regular season.
they're
They're
I think they're
undefeated.
not they're
They're
9-0.
undefeated on
Yeah, I think it's the best ever of all time. No
mhm.
one's ever gone 9-0 on the road in a
Mhm.
season.
So I feel like let's see. I love that Super Bowl is always in non teams territories.
Mhm.
I think that's great.
Mhm.
you know, take away home field advantage and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know who I will pick in the
Mhm.
Super Bowl. And I'm going to give you a good reason why. It's because part of me will be like, okay, like Patriots haven't had a Super Bowl appearance since Brady left.
Mhm.
And that was like 2019.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's been, okay, like what, 7 years. So it like, oh, like, it's good for them. This franchise struggled a lot after Brady left. So maybe this be good for them. But then
Mhm.
you look at the numbers they have, like, will be most win Super Bowls.
Mhm.
Be already has the most playoffs like appearances. So I'm like, but then we look at the Seahawks, it's like Seahawks haven't, like you said, haven't been in Super Bowl since 2013.
Yeah, they won in 2013 and they lost in
Like,
2014. Yeah, they
yeah.
lost to the Patriots in 2014. It's a rematch.
So
Yeah.
there you go. I didn't know that was a rematch.
Yeah, they played in the Super Bowl in 2014.
Damn. Where was that?
Yeah, that was when the Patriots Malcolm Butler intercepted it on the last
Oh
play. And everyone thought
yeah.
that the Seahawks should have run the ball up the middle.
I feel like this game is gonna be a really good game.
I think it will be too. I think
Who do you take? This is the biggest thing. Who are you taking?
well, I think next week will be like the final prediction, but for right now.
No, this will be our final petition
Oh,
because
we
this goes
can't.
out on Monday.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So, okay, my final prediction. Okay, yeah. My final prediction is I think the Patriots are going to win.
Okay, then I go Seahawks.
Oh, okay. So
I
if
go
I said
Seahawks.
Seahawks, would you say Patriots?
Yeah, I would have gone
All right.
backwards.
Well,
Well, what I would have gone backwards either way, but I feel like for Super Bowl we can't be same.
okay. Well, I think the Patriots are going to win. I think it's going to be 23-13.
23-13. I think it's gonna be like 30 something to 20 something.
Okay. That's
I
all right.
I think it's gonna be a high scoring Super Bowl.
All right. Well,
And like with the weather,
one of
not
us is
being
going to be somewhat right.
one of us is gonna be somewhat
Yeah.
right.
I've lost track on our predictions. I just know that.
You had it written down.
Yeah, I started off like 10-0 or 11-0, and then
then he
I
finally
started to get
lost.
stuff wrong, and I just didn't even track it anymore.
You see, now we don't even know our record anymore.
Like my hot take from like 2 months ago was the Bills would lose their first playoff game, and they did not.
Not,
Then I said the Thunder were going to break the Warriors record.
they did not.
They're not going to, but who knows? I'll give another hot take later.
And so moving on, MLB.
There's a lot more to talk
A
about.
lot more to talk about. So when we left, we talked about the departure of Edwin Diaz and Pete Alonso. I'm correct.
Yeah.
So that was in December.
Mm-hmm.
There obviously during holidays, nothing really happens during holidays. Maybe like one person signed. I think during like around Christmas or something. So like nothing really happens. January is where it comes because we have spring training in February, like end of
Yeah.
February, going into March. So finally, I think you should be happy.
Yeah.
The Yankees got Cody Bellinger back for a 5-year deal for 162.5 million and opt out after the second and third year.
Yeah.
Which everybody was like, finally, you guys made a move.
Yeah. That's
Like,
kind of how it felt.
really? Yeah.
Because I think this happened after Kyle Tucker, and I believe it happened after Bo Bichette signed with the Mets, and
No,
maybe
it was a 24-hour turnaround between
okay.
Kyle Tucker and Bo Bichette.
Yeah. So seeing those moves get made, it was kind of like what's the Yankees' plan to compete? Like, I mean,
I thought the Yankees were gonna do a Philly right now because Philly's roster is the same roster we saw last year.
yeah.
I thought for sure Yankees are probably gonna do that. I've always say Yankees do not do a lot off season. They
Mhm.
always put all their eggs in one basket and then they're done. Because you guys need pitchers because we signed your pitchers.
Mhm.
You guys still need pitchers, but like I don't see any recent moves to help benefit the team
Mhm.
to the point where the team needs to be benefited in.
Yeah. There hasn't been, other than the Cody Bellinger move, there hasn't been huge moves by the Yankees. I think
Mm-mm.
the Mets clearly.
The Mets,
I think-
okay, we're gonna get into the Mets real quick. The Mets did a lot in January,
Yeah.
which for me, I was like, I need something to happen. Like something needs to like I can't do this no more. Like we lost all our like OG clubhouse people. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, the Mets. So in the order it happened, I'm gonna go with the Kyle Tucker first. So Kyle Tucker signed to the Los Angeles Dodgers for
Of course.
4-year,
Of course.
$240 million with opt-out after the 2027 and 2028 season. And I was kind of pissed.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying that I wanted the Mets to get Kyle Tucker, but I want him to go somewhere where he could shine.
Not the Dodgers.
But not the Dodgers. Like,
Yeah.
they did not need him. And I will stand on that. They did not need him.
I'm,
They pushed, like, what they're going to do with him. For real, what are they going to do with
their
him?
lineup is insane.
It's
crazy.
devious.
Yeah. It's
Like,
insane.
on paper, that's a goddamn good team.
I don't know how, outside of injury, if they stay healthy, I don't see how they don't go get a 3-peat and win this year. Like their lineup is good.
Yeah, I would say we would talk about how they're in like a second. If they if they do probably win with being the highest payroll,
Yeah.
we probably will get a salary cap or a salary floor, or there would
Yeah.
not be baseball in 2027. So
Yeah.
we would get into that a little bit more. But
the Mets did make moves. They saw the Dodgers go out and get Kyle Tucker, and
in
they
24
reacted.
hours, we got Bo Bichette
Yeah.
signed to a 3-year deal to $126 million.
Mm-hmm.
And it's opt out after the first and second year, if I'm correct.
Yeah. It's good signing.
Good signing.
You felt like after the Dodgers did that, you had to do something to compete.
Yeah,
and
but
we kind of knew the Mets would be the
yeah.
team to do it.
I feel like everybody knows the Mets are probably one of the teams that if we're going payroll to payroll, it's probably one of those teams that, okay, Dodgers have the highest payroll. Okay, now let's counteract that.
Yeah.
I feel like because I know our owner would spend money. We know he will spend money. So when I heard about this trade, I was like, oh no, Vladdy.
Yeah.
I went to thinking about Blue Jays because in my head I thought he was gonna be a Blue Jay.
Yeah,
I
poor
didn't
Blue
think he was
Jays.
gonna leave Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
I know he was close to signing a contract with Philly. We took him right off the rug from Philly. That's gonna make our Philly game more, competitive than it already is.
Yeah.
But my first thought was like where he's going, because at this time with the lineup everybody had of where each player went, and they were already projecting to put Brett Beatty at third. So we were like, okay, where he's going, like he's not an outfielder. He's a shortstop. But we're not
Yeah.
going to remove him because we have Francisco Lindor that's in this ginormous contract. He can't play second because then I should mention this. We got Mark Seaman. I forgot how much. I did not put it, but we did get Mark Seaman, and he plays second.
Yeah.
So I was like, where are we putting him? That's a Golden Glove. Where we're putting him? And then they said that he's gonna play third. And I was shocked. I'm like, have you ever played third? Like, is this just I'm throwing you and let's see? But when he had his press conference with the Mets, he sounded very confident with playing third. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the biggest one. I'm so happy this actually happened. I
Mm-hmm.
think this is everything the Mets really wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before I talk about that, we required through trade, we got Lewis Robert Jr.
Mm-hmm.
and the White Sox got Luis Angel and Trump Hawley. So we
Yeah.
got Philip Acuna,
Mm-hmm.
Acuna's brother. I wasn't hateful about that. I don't like on Twitter, well X, like a lot of people had very strong opinions of getting Luis Angel out because of everything he's doing in the Venezuela League and stuff like that. So I'm like, I understand why you want to keep him, but we do have probably one of the best farm systems in
Yeah.
MLB.
Yeah.
We got to do what we got to do. We still have our number one prospect, our number two. Like we have 1 through 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think we gave up our 5th. So then the biggest one was not that long ago. I think this happened like 2 weeks ago. Like he had his press conference like this week. So I think like a week ago or something. The Mets required Freddie Peralta and Toby Myers.
Yeah.
And
Great for the bullpen.
great for the bullpen. And I know we gave away
Prospects Jet Williams and Brandon Sprout.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So we got Jet Williams and Brandon Sprout, which was one of our higher up prospects.
Yeah.
So I was happy.
Mm-hmm.
So he is traded. Freddie's only here for a year. It's 1 year contract.
Mm.
Well, 1 year because that was what's left in his contract. In his press conference, he's already saying that he wanted to be a Met, and if he was going to get traded, he wanted to come to the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
So I took that as a good sign. Maybe we could discuss a a contract throughout the season.
Yeah.
But the underdog is the Tobias Myers.
Mm-hmm.
He threw, I think, 5 scoreless innings against the Mets. And I'm like, he's great.
Yeah.
He's young. He's going into his 3rd year.
That probably influenced them to try and get him.
I don't know if he was originally in that trade, though.
Yeah.
So what you think? Because as a Mets fan, I'm satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
We still need a first baseman. I'm still gonna yap about this to the trees. But how do you feel? And what do you think the Yankees should do? Because as we're seeing, a lot of teams are at the point where we need you guys. We getting closer to spring training.
Yeah, I think I'm happy with the Yankees pitching, but in terms of the offense, it kind of seems like we're running back we need Judge to be
record-breaking Judge, right?
Yeah, like we need Judge to be by far the best hitter in the league to have a decent to good offense, or else it doesn't seem like there's that much firepower outside of. I mean, Cody back is nice.
Yeah, but Cody didn't have in my eyes at least, he didn't have a phenomenal year with them.
Yeah.
So I was like already iffy if he was going to come back.
Yeah.
Because he had better years.
Yeah, I think it's the Yankees were put in a position where they had no other choice because
that was like a month and a half.
Yeah, or else like who are the Yankees gonna field out there? Like I think Cody needed to come back to have some sort of offensive output.
But you guys have Dominguez.
Yeah, but yeah, my thoughts are, I feel like it's kind of the same. It's kind of just running it back. Like you see the Mets and the Dodgers making these moves, and it kind of seems like the Yankees are too reliant on Judge.
Well, I feel like usually this is like a regular thing. Like I mentioned, every offseason that I started tracking, at least, the Yankees don't really do much. Like when you guys were getting Judge, it was only Judge you guys got. When now it's Cody Bellinger, it was only Cody Bellinger. It was a month and a half, I think almost 2 months negotiation talk to get him, which is crazy because if you're in talks with him as soon as the season ends, like close into like December, November, I think, like when the season ends. And the fact that you waited this long, because Cody Bellinger is 31.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, I know he wanted a longer contract deal because of his age. So I feel like the Yankees don't do a lot in the offseason. Like, you guys have trades you could do. Like, there's still pretty good, a lot of people out there right now.
Yeah.
And it needs to, like, there needs a jump to take. Like, who do you think they should get?
I don't know. I don't really know other than like, I don't know who they should get, but what I do know is I don't think they're going to do, I don't really think anything more is going to be done.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I think that the Yankees are kind of just running it back from last year, which I don't know. I think it kind of puts a ceiling on the team
I feel like,
trying to compete with these other teams. Like,
yeah, I feel like it doesn't give them like, they can never pass a certain spot.
yeah.
They went to World Series, look what happened. Like,
Yeah. Got
they
beat
can
by a better team, the Dodgers, that are
they can
making
never get
moves.
past a certain spot in playoffs. So it comes like, okay, what is the one thing we could do to win?
Yeah.
I didn't think Cody Bellinger would have been in that conversation.
Yeah.
Well, so back to how we were yapping about earlier. So the Dodgers have the highest payroll right now in
Yeah.
MLB. With this has been discussion through fans, through media, about a salary cap, a salary floor, because after this year, they have to now go back and now renegotiate it with the MLB Association. So there's a possibility we won't have baseball in 2027 if they cannot come into agreement. A lot of people think there should be a salary floor to let these other lower teams like need to start spending money. Because, for example, the Colorado Rockies, like, they suck. They have never passed a certain point. The Oakland A's are one of those teams. Like, there's teams that don't spend, and like we could see the outcome to that.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this season was a really good season to see that too. Like, you think that we will have better chances for certain things, but nothing really happened with that team. And then they let go a couple of people, and then they start new again, and then it doesn't work out for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think? I think you mentioned that you kind of wanted.
Yeah, I think there will be. I'm not too sure if it's gonna be that soon. I think in the next few years, probably. I don't think it's gonna be next season or in the immediate future. But I mean, I would like to see it. I think there's gonna be a big wave of people talking about
Well,
it.
I think there's
if the
going to be
Dodgers
a
continue to-
lockout.
You think? Yeah,
I think it's a possibility we'd be in a lockout for 2027 at least.
Yeah, I know that I've heard some people say that. I definitely think if it does stay the way of the Dodgers just winning, I think,
I feel like if the Dodgers get a three-peat, we're going in a lockout.
yeah, that would stir the pot a lot if the Dodgers won again.
Yeah, so apparently this is what it is, guys. If the key factors driven to a potential 2027 lockout is salary cap versus freedom, the MLB owners are expected to be pushed for a strict salary cap to limit spending. So I feel like this will just like not. I feel like that will hurt the players because that's putting them like, oh, I can't get this many years and this much money anymore. Which
Yeah.
they are human beings
Mm-hmm.
with families.
Yeah.
That should not have happened. Like, I don't think of salary like cap. I think there should be a floor, like a starting number everybody has to spend at least during off season,
Okay.
and not a cap. I feel like at a cap, okay, but you have to spend like a certain number.
The thing is with that is I feel like if there's no cap, then it will kind of be similar to where the richest owners will just pay the most money and overpay for players. Like Kyle Tucker, like his deal, 4 years, $240 million. I don't know if Kyle Tucker's really worth that amount of money.
No,
It's just
that's overpay.
They'll just overpay because they don't care.
Yeah.
So if there's no salary cap, that'll just kind of continue to happen.
Yeah. I feel like salary floor should be very input because for smaller market teams,
Yeah.
like we do need these smaller market teams to actually start putting pressure on these big market teams and have them start spending money. I feel like the salary floor should be a discussion first before a salary cap.
Okay.
So, to give them a chance to,
I
add
think it's kind of easier to implement that.
the floor. It's
yeah,
easier
the
to
floor.
add the floor than to add the cap. Because at
Yeah.
the cap, I feel like you can take too many things into accountability. Like, okay, this owner for like this year spent this much money. This owner spent this much money. This team did not spend money.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's like where you can't really put a cap because unless you're talking about like owners' finances and you look at their finances and be like, okay, this is your cap, but that's going way out of like much. So
Right.
the CBA expires on December 1st of 2026.
Yeah.
So I guess
We'll see. Yeah.
All right.
Should I give a hot take?
You want to give your hot take?
Yeah, sure. Since we didn't talk
right.
about the NBA at all, it's going to be
Okay.
an NBA related hot take.
Okay, go.
There's been a lot of talk recently about Giannis Antetokounmpo and where he's going to go because I think it came out yesterday or the day before that he is interested and he wants the Bucks to look for trades. And my hot take is that I do not think that I think that
You don't think the Bucks are going to like
no,
put him out there?
No, I definitely think they will, and I think they should for sure. I mean, yeah,
They could get a lot from him.
He's given so much to the franchise. I think my hot take is that he will be traded to the Knicks, which I think is a hot take right now because people, they don't think the Knicks have the picks to do it, or they don't have the pieces that Milwaukee would want, but.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think there was a report that came out that Giannis wanted the team that he was most interested in the summer was the Knicks, and that was the team that the Bucks talked to.
We talked about that, yeah.
But I think that the Knicks, I don't want to say they're underperforming this season, but they are not number 1 in the East. I think they're number 3 right now, even though they have won 4 straight. And I think that they're going to go for it, and I think they're going to trade Cat. Probably Mikal Bridges somewhere. It's got to be a 3-team trade. But yeah, I think Giannis is going to go to the Knicks.
Damn.
Which is a very hot take.
That's a very hot take. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Giannis will go anywhere and be a great fit anywhere.
Yeah,
Don't go to the Lakers. Please don't go to the Lakers.
Oh, no, but he would fit in pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my hot take. There we go.
We'll
we'll see by next week because the trade deadline is next Thursday.
Right next Thursday? Damn.
Yep.
Right before Super Bowl.
Yeah. Big next week and a half.
All right. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Make sure to follow the Bearcat Den on Instagram of the Bearcat Den, Baruch's Bearcat Den, and follow us on YouTube, which is Bearcat Den, and make sure you follow our podcast on Spotify if this is where you're listening it to.
And Battle of Lexington next week.
And yes, so next week we would not be in studio. We will be on-field reporting for Battle of Lexington, which we will start next week episode about.
Yep.
Bye.